you have an addiction to gambling, I would not suggest watching this video. I will put the gambling hotline down in the requirements, but I don't want to trigger anything in anybody. I just want to show you what I've been doing to make a little extra cash on the side. It's been a lot of fun for me, and I hopefully for some of you can help you have some fun, but make a little extra money as well. So I want to jump in real quick and just we're going to prove. Okay, so I'm going to pull up first this Crown Coins Casino. This is one of the bigger guys on the online casino market. Now, lots of these are mainly slots. Some of them do have other games. Some of them even have sports betting, but I stick to the slots. No real reason other than I enjoy slots. Even when I go to the casino, I actually do enjoy playing the slots, even though I know that it's just super risky. I know there's some, methods out there to winning and picking a slot machine, but for me, this gives me a little bit of a rush without any of the risk, and we're going to get into my strategy here in a little bit. But I want to show you this first. Like I said, this is Crown Coins Casino, and if we look here on August 26, 2024, so that was a little over a year ago, I made a $50 bank transfer, and then I didn't play for a while. I obviously made the $50, and maybe I didn't feel like it was worth it, or I got bored, I'm not sure. But then in July 3rd, 2025, I made a $50 bank transfer again. 2 weeks later on the 16th of July, $60 bank transfer. August 21st, almost a month later, we did $100. And just a couple weeks ago, 8/31, August 31st, $125 to Skrill. And now I'll pull up really quickly here too. This is another one. This is Sportzino. It took me a little bit longer to find them, but I really liked them. And if we look down here on redeem prizes, we go over $50 that was paid out on September 10th. So it's actually probably a little bit closer to 200 over the last few months. I've made a decent amount of money. That's helped me, pay some bills and things like that. It's not a lot. We're not getting rich off of this, but I have really enjoyed this game. Now, the thing about these casinos is, as we know, casinos make money when you show up and spend money. And so these casinos want people to come and play. They really, really want you on there, and they want to get you hooked. For me, that was a problem at some point. And when I go in a regular casino, I do tend to, larger tendency to lose control. But I have found a way for me to not only consistently make money, but to not lose money and to still have fun and scratch that itch that I have. And so I do luckily live in Utah, where we don't have casinos. Casinos are illegal. And if I want to go gambling in person, I have to drive about 2.5 hours over to Nevada and go gambling there. But like I said, these online casinos, I'm not sure what the legality is, but they are allowed in Utah, and I have made sure to do that. So check the legality of your state before you do that. They're pretty good at, if you, depending on where your IP address is, they will let you know whether or not you are allowed to be online. So, but make sure to check that. Make sure that you are being, following the laws and doing what needs to happen. Now, for me, like I said, sometimes I do lose control. So I have found a way to help me have fun, continue gambling without falling victim to losing money or ever needing to put money into these casinos. And that is, first of all, using the money that these casinos give you to play. Now, a lot of these casinos, what they do, because they want you there, one will offer not a big, but a welcome bonus or a sign-on bonus with money that you are allowed to play with. Not allowed to withdraw, but allowed to play with. And then what they'll do is every single day that you come in or that you log on, they will give you a little daily bonus for you to play with. And it's not a lot. It's not even really always enough to even spin one time. So what I've had to do is I will log in every day and I will collect those bonuses, sometimes for a week or a week and a half at a time. and then let those add up, and then I'll have enough to come back and play for a few minutes. Now you say, that's not a lot. Like, there's no way you can be making, once a week you come in and play. Well, what I've found and what I like to do is there are so many of these casinos. If you look over here, I'll open this tab, and I have 15 or 16 casinos here. Ones that I have seen people actually get paid out on. Ones that I have watched, that I've had some sort, or that I have been paid out on. But most of them have, I've seen proof of payouts from other people and that I trust. And so I haven't made payouts on all of them yet, but a lot of that is because I just haven't reached the threshold. Some of them have a minimum of $50 or $75 or $100 before you can cash out. And so I just haven't hit that threshold yet. But if I go in every day and I collect my daily bonuses, and I do this first thing in the morning, I go through, and lots of these I can get on my phone. And then I also have another 15 apps on my phone that I can go in and collect daily bonuses on those as well. When I first wake up, my wife's still asleep, I'll just scroll through and collect my daily bonuses. And then I can see kind of where I'm at on all these casinos. Oh, this casino I have $2 to play with. This casino I have $3 to play with. This casino I only have 20 cents so far. And so it's very, very small amounts. So I want to make that clear. This is not a lot. But if we can add those up, and then once I get a few dollars, then I'll go back and I'll have some fun and I'll play. And not all of them are lined up. So every day it does seem like one or two of the casinos are ready, because I've started them at different times. One or two of them are usually ready for me to have a little fun with. And so I'll go really quickly into, I want to pull this one up. This is Moto. This is one of the bigger ones. It's an American casino. Every day you'll see here, I already collected it. I thought I was recording earlier and wasn't, so we'll throw that in there. But we'll look here at the daily bonus. I already collected it, but I had 20,000 gold coins. Those aren't worth anything. Those are just for fun. And then I got 50 cents worth of daily bonus cash that I can play with. Now, if you look up here, kind of like what I was saying, this is my cash. My balance is $26.84. My redeemable balance is $25.84. So I have that means for me and my rules, I have $1 to play with. I never play with redeemable cash because that is my money. That's money that I've earned, and I never want to lose that. So let's say I have $1 to play with, and I go in and I spin 5 times on a 20-cent spin. Now, I may walk away with nothing. I may walk away with 3 cents. I may walk away with a few dollars. To me, it doesn't matter. As long as my redeemable balance keeps going up, I am working towards that withdrawable or that redeemable amount. And so that is my rule. I never play with my own money. And to me, redeemable money is my own money. That's money that I've earned, and I do not cross that line. Every once in a while I've miscalculated and I say, okay, I've have this much money. I have 20 spins at 20 cents. And I will go through and they don't always, you can auto feature, but they don't always have the exact number 20. It's like 10 or 25, and I'll accidentally spin 21 times or something like that, which actually makes me pretty angry. I get upset when I do that because that 20 cents, it could be a day or 2 or 3 days before I actually earn that back if I'm having a bad streak. And so, but I'll show you right here. So I have total balance $26.84, redeemable balance $25.84. So I have $1 that I can play with. Well, just for fun, we're going to pull this up. And I'll show you why. There are tournaments that go on sometimes. I usually don't. One, I don't have enough money to play with, but so it wouldn't make a difference. But I usually just stay out of the tournaments. It's not. Maybe if I was rich one day and was really gambling, I could do that, but that's not what I'm doing. So I'm going to go down here real quick, make sure that I'm playing with 20 cents. I can adjust that here if I want to, but we're just going to go down. The lowest it goes is 20 cents. And with $1, that means I have 5 spins. So we'll go ahead and spin. Woo! There, 25 cents. And now my redeemable balance, because I've earned that now, is up 25 cents. We'll do it again. Nothing. Nothing. That was 3, so 4 and 5. That's too bad. All right, so there I won 25 cents. It's not great, but that's 25 cents. And if I went through and did that with all of my casinos, I might make a few bucks today. And this is all something that I can do while I'm laying in bed in the morning. Like I said, in the morning, I'll usually collect all the bonuses, and then at night, I'll usually play. It's kind of what my go-to is. I just want to go over it. So like I said, I've had a lot of fun with this. I have made a few $100s, and it's been a lot of fun for me to, like I said, scratch an itch that I do enjoy. It kind of gives me something to do while I'm watching TV with my wife, or just, and first thing in the morning when I wake up, I collect that money, and it gets me excited. And like I said, I'll post some of my favorite casinos down in the links below. You're more than welcome to check them out. Again, if you have any addictions to gambling, I don't recommend this. I don't want to put anyone in a bad position, but this has been a way for me to make a little extra cash to spend. And there's so many out there. If it's something you think you can handle and want to do, and use my strategy. Don't spend your own money. Use the money that the casinos give you. They probably hate that I'm saying that. Use the money that the casinos give you and go have fun and make a little extra money for groceries or for your Netflix bill or whatever it is. I'm going to go, I'm going to gamble, I'm going to make some money, and I'll see you next time.